Hi there. Hope you guys are doing really, really well. My name is Brian. I am your queer psychic bestie, and I have a reading for you. This is going to be a career reading for the fire signs. So, if you are an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, or a crosswatcher, maybe you just vibe with fire signs, this is going to be a career reading for you guys for the month of June. I almost just dropped half the deck there. Okay, cool. Let's get into this. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do that through email or form submission on my website. I also stream tarot readings live on Twitch Thursday and Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time, as well as Saturday from 4 to 6 Eastern Time. So we do collective readings there. We do personal readings there as well. We offer it all. I also have a Discord community if you guys would like to be a part of. You can let me know, and I will put that link in a comment below the video or you know, something of that sort. But let's see what's going on for you, fire signs. Interesting. We're going to be doing a past, present, future reading. So this is going to be a 9-card spread. We'll be looking at what's going on career in the past, what's happening now, and then what is happening in the future, advice, etc., etc. All right, one more. Okay, thank you. Cool. Interesting. 3-3. 33 is coming through. So 3 is going to be important for you. Maybe 33 is important for you. I was playing Claire Obscure Expedition 33 today. I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of like with 33 in it, but okay. Let's see what's going on, fire signs. Bottom of the deck is your challenge. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. You've also got Temperance here as well. Interesting. I almost feel like, okay, this is an interesting one because it feels like your challenge, fire signs, is, how do I say this? Like, focusing less on the money. I know that this is a career reading and that may sound funny to you guys, but it almost feels like some of you may be putting all your effort into something for the money and then being like, well, where's the passion? You know, it feels like there's a lot of focus here on money. I mean, that makes sense. It's career. We're living under capitalism, of course. But it almost feels like over focusing only on the financial aspect of it for you is a self-sabotaging tendency. So let's talk about it. In the past here, you start with the 6 of Swords, the 7 of Wands, and then the King of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. So right off the bat, you've got with the 6 of Swords here as your first card out. I do feel like some of you have probably, this is a harsh term. It's what my guide is giving me, but job hopping. There could have been a lot of like, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. I don't really know, like, what I want to do sort of energy here, because with the 7 of Wands, it feels like some of you, you know, I think some of you wrestle with this idea of like, I don't dream about labor, and I absolutely fully understand this. You know, in an ideal world, I'd love to trade tarot readings for like chickens or like a goat. I love goats. But unfortunately we are under capitalism, and that is like kind of the system that we are trying to work in and around right now. So some of you need to understand and start thinking of money as a resource for you. You know, it's like, yeah, it's something that we don't want to do, but it's something that we need to do to like, as melodramatic as it sounds, to like survive in the system, you know. With the King of Pentacles here and the 4 of Pentacles, I feel like some of you have a really strong lack mindset that you're working on, or like that plagued you a lot in the past here, okay? It feels like there was always never enough money is how I'm hearing it. It feels like you attached money to happiness, and so as a result, you were always chasing money to be happy. And I feel like in the past, the lesson here that you had to learn was like, okay, I could have all this money, but if I'm not happy, then it doesn't mean anything to me. You know, I've had friends in the past where they've worked really high paid jobs, but they were so miserable that they just spent everything that they made because they were so miserable, you know? So then it's kind of like we're shooting ourselves in the foot, right? Because like, even when I've worked at, you know, I used to be a hairdresser. When I've worked at salons where like I'm miserable, I have no money to my name because I'm using all of it to buy myself happiness. And it feels like that's the lesson here that you guys had to learn in the past. Yeah, because on your Six of Swords, you've got the Two of Wands. It feels like, how do I say this? The word I'm hearing is transient. It feels like a lot of your careers, fire signs, like in your past, transient is like non-permanent. It's like moving through. You're a transient, you know? And so it feels like with my guides giving me that word, there's no real longevity here in the past, or at least there wasn't. And I feel like that's what you were combating. Because with the Seven of Wands and the Six of Wands, I think it also, for some of you, boiled down to, well, what do I even want to do? You know, Seven of Wands, Six of Wands, I feel like a lot of you are the way I'm hearing it is like, you know that you're capable, but you don't know where to focus the lens. Like, you're not really sure, like, where to narrow in and be like, okay, yes, this is what I want to do. This is the direction I want to go. With your King of Pentacles, clarified by the King of Pentacles, I do feel like some of you had to learn the lesson of, like, retail therapy is not real therapy. Yeah, Queen of Crystals is underneath here. I feel like some of you, again, there's a lot of, you could have had parents that, like, bought your love. The way my guides are giving this to me is like, I was raised by grandparents, and one of my grandparents could not show affection, so they just bought me everything, you know, when I was very young. And so that's what they're showing to me, which is my cue to tell you that story, because you may actually have parents that are just like that. Because it feels like now in your adult years, you're like, oh, I'm sad, I'll buy myself something, you know. Every once in a while, getting ourselves a sweet treat, getting ourselves just a treat in general, you know, if I go and I splurge on a new tarot deck, you know, this is a treat for us. But, like, if we're dealing with strong emotions, and every time we deal with any sort of strong emotion by buying our way out of it, we're coping and we're not actually healing, okay? In your current energies, you've got the King of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Magician. So it does feel like, fire signs, you are focused right now on getting yourself out of the predicament. It does feel like with the King of Swords and the Page of Wands, you're like, okay, I know I need to move. What do I do? King of Swords is very logical and very planning, you know, he's a very planning kind of person. And with that Page of Wands in the center here, it tells me you're looking outward. Page of Wands is like, it's looking out. It's sometimes it can be people bringing us messages, people coming to you being like, hey, I want to work with you. But it can also be you putting feelers. Like, think of, like, I always think of an ant with the antenna. Like, it's you also putting feelers out there for yourself to be like, oh, maybe there is something else out here for me. And then the Magician is really positive because that's you then manifesting that next move for you. Overall, it feels like you're being a little bit more proactive in your current energies, which is really positive. Queen of Wands, really not leaving you all alone, fire signs. I mean, I love it. That is literally your energy. It is feminine fire energy, you know. Your King of Swords is clarified by the Six of Cups. I do feel like for some of you, be careful of, like, being your worst critic is the way that this is coming through. You know, I feel like some of you have a really bad habit of blaming yourself for everything, is almost what I want to say, you know, being like, oh, this didn't work out, well, it's my fault, you know, or this isn't working out currently for me, and that's also my fault, you know. I feel like some of y'all think you're the common denominator for, like, fucking everything here, and you have to recognize that you are not. Okay, Page of Wands clarified by the Queen of Wands. We do like to see this. You are absolutely looking fabulous in your career, fire signs, this month. Queen of Wands is really like a showstopper, you know, especially if clarifying that Page of Wands, this very well may be someone coming in to offer you something, because Queen of Wands is looking good. The World's at the bottom of the deck with the King of Wands. This could involve travel or like a physical move for you. The World can be a physical move card. Queen of Wands, King of Wands could also involve a partner. The Emperor is also here. It's going to involve a partner. Maybe there's like a partner that's coming in to help you. This could be a business partner. It doesn't have to be love. You know, this is a career reading. There could be like a business partnership coming in to help you here, but it may be at a little bit of a distance. Because in your Magician is the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is like a little bit of like a waiting card, you know, but it is also making that move. Two of Wands is waiting for our ships to come in. Three of Wands is like, we just need to take the next step. So it does feel like It really does feel like there's a little bit of a moving energy here, like a physical relocation. The Lovers. You can't make it up. Maybe this is, some of you could be partnered. Some of you may meet a partner through this. Three of Cups, friends, connections, celebrations. Overall, this feels really good. It's in your current energies too, fire signs. So it does feel like, it feels positive. I have no other better way to describe this to you. It does feel like your current energies are positive. There are a lot of good omens here, but I do also feel like you're going to be a little bit afraid. Let's talk about it. In your near future, you've got the Nine of Swords with the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Some of you need to prep for learning to trust people again. Okay, it does feel like in your near future here, whatever this move is, whatever this kind of community is, people coming in for you here, it's going to freak you out just a little bit. Sorry, my drink, like I didn't close the lid all the way, so it was just like hissing at me. It does feel like you are going to get a little bit freaked out here because you're like, well, let's say this is a business partnership. Wow, I almost said that backwards. You know, it's a moment for you of like, oh, I don't know, can I trust it? I'm a little scared. There's trepidation here. You know, there's fear here. Nine of Swords, please. So random. Macy's? Maybe you went to Macy's recently. If you went shopping at Macy's recently, there's something in this reading for you. It's so random to me, and I don't shop at Macy's, if you couldn't tell. Okay. Interesting. Ooh, 2. I'll take it. Okay. So, clarifying your Nine of Swords here, you've got the Justice in the reverse. This almost feels like in the past, some of you fire signs, you guys could have been burned by a connection that didn't actually pan out the way you wanted it to be in career. Like, it didn't give you. Justice in the reverse is like lack of karma, unfairness. So if you did have a business partner in the past, it does feel like there was some unfairness there for you, some imbalance. Yeah, Seven of Wands, when I split the deck, some of you are, you don't want to do it because you've dealt with one bad business partner already. And I feel like you need to understand here that, like when we talk about our past partners and new partners, business partners are the same. Not everyone is going to be that person from the past. Not everyone is looking to kind of screw you over here. You know, you are going to meet people that are more capable, they're more put together, they're more organized, and you have to trust that when you meet it. I'm not saying don't just like business partner with the first person you meet, vet them, you know, get their credentials, see their work, maybe visit, see how they are in their work life, but don't be just off the bat like, oh, they suck. This is going to be a repeat of the past. I don't want to do this, because you're doing yourself a disservice. On your Three of Cups, you've got the Queen of Swords. You guys have a little bit of a fear of success here. Okay. Don't shy away. I don't know who needs to hear this. Don't shy away from being in the spotlight. It feels like for someone here, whatever this is that's coming in for your career is going to have a lot of eyes on you. There's going to be, you could work in the public eye. Maybe you content creator, maybe you're just, people are viewing you all the time. And it feels like you're kind of like, no, I don't want that. Or like this next step may involve you getting viewed a lot. Yeah, Four of Wands, but this is what you need. For some of you, I just heard the word exposure. For some of you, you need that exposure. You need people to see you. So don't be afraid to step into the limelight. I understand it. Sometimes it's hard to like film a video, film a reading, maybe if we're not feeling the best about ourselves, but I can't tell you, I've definitely done that before, where like I've done a whole video, you know, before this I was on TikTok, I've done a whole TikTok, and I look at it afterwards, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe like I look like I don't think I look good in this, and I post it anyway, okay, because we need to be seen. For some of you, you need to be seen here. Don't hide yourself, okay? Clarifying your Three of Pentacles, you've got the Five of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like I need to tell you guys that not everything is doomed to fail. Some of you have this really like strong doomsday sort of energy about what's coming in for you in the near future. And I feel like it is because of the past here, but you need to understand that like this is catastrophizing. You know, when you look at something and you're like, oh, it's doomed to fail. I'm going to fail. This is not going to be good for me. That is catastrophizing. It is almost self-sabotage. Well, it is self-sabotage. Two of Cups just fell out. Some of y'all are getting a business partner. Okay, some of y'all branching out, getting a business partner, and good things are going to come of it. But with that 10 of Swords, you have to let go of the past here. You have to recognize 10 of Crystals as well. It's over. 4 of Cups, like the past is the past. Page of Pentacles. The only thing that you can do right now to prep for this journey into the future here is by reminding yourself that the past is over and done with. Stop living there. Nobody else lives there, okay? You need to be able to see the past for what it is and learn the lessons that you were meant to learn here. I almost got chopped in the throat. I felt it. Learn the lessons you were meant to learn here. Be better with your boundaries. Be a little bit more like proactive, like I said, when we are vetting people to make sure that they are capable and can do what they say they're going to do. But the past is over and done with. It's here to teach you a lesson. So learn that lesson. And then don't be afraid to move forward, okay? Let's get you guys an Oracle card. I am just cleaning up my cards. I get very frazzled when my desk is super messy, and I'm just trying to form better habits for myself, like cleaning up my cards as soon as I'm done with them. So the deck we're using, Fire Signs, is the Angelarium. I used it in the monthlies. It is my favorite Oracle deck. I will probably use it until the end of time, until the cards are ripped into little itty bitty pieces and it is unusable, and then I will still probably try to use it at that point. So let's see. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm gonna take this one for you guys because it fell out and I feel like it's for a reason. This is very fitting. So your advice is Bezaleel, Angel of Shadows. This is a very fitting card for what we've talked about in this reading, so let me read it to you. The number is 25 for those of you that are paying attention to numerology, okay? Revealing this card is a reminder that the concerns you are experiencing might be illusory. It's easy to become fixated on ideas that haunt us. Recognizing a pattern of thought for what it is, rather than what it looks like, is a powerful tool. Now might be a suitable time to test your assumptions about what is really haunting you. Okay? Like I said, illusory, illusionary, fake. These are anxiety thoughts that your brain is making up and your brain is lying to you, fire signs, okay? All right, I will leave this here for you guys. This was your career reading for the month of June. If you like my style of reading, if I just resonate with you, please oh, hold on. My own, I have like the meditation music that I leave on for the videos, and it's on YouTube, and oh, the ad passed. Okay, that was weird. If you would like to leave a like and consider subscribing, like I said, if I vibe with you, if you vibe with me, I also stream, I think I said this in the beginning, but I'm going to say it again. I stream 3 days a week on Twitch. If you would like to see live readings, we do personal live readings on there. If you want to just hang out and become one of the girls, there's a Discord community as well. So, excuse me, I leave you with that, guys. I hope to see you on Twitch. And if not, I will see you in the next video, okay? Bye.